Once upon a time in a quiet village, a little kitten named Laila was born. Laila lived with her mother in an old house surrounded by trees. Her mother loved her dearly and always made sure that she stayed close. But one day, while they were wandering in the nearby forest, a colorful butterfly caught Laila's attention. She started chasing it playfully, and as she jumped and ran, she unknowingly strayed far from her mother. When Laila realized she was alone in the forest, she suddenly stopped and looked around anxiously. She couldn't see her mother or the path they had come from. She felt a wave of fear and began to meow loudly, hoping her mother would hear her and come to rescue her. But the forest was vast, and strange sounds echoed all around her. Meanwhile, Laila's mother was desperately searching for her. She roamed through the trees, calling her name in a sad voice, sniffing the ground for any trace of her daughter. The mother was terribly frightened, for this forest was filled with dangers, especially at night. Laila continued to search for her way, and as she walked through the trees, she saw a small bird sitting on a nearby branch. She asked sadly, "Have you seen my mother?" The bird replied, "No, I haven't seen her, but if you keep walking toward the sun, you might find your way." Laila thanked the bird and began to walk in the direction of the setting sun. As she walked, she felt lonely and scared, but she was determined to find her mother. At the same time, her mother reached the same spot and asked the little bird if it had seen a small kitten. The bird answered, "Yes, she passed by a short while ago, heading toward the sun." With renewed hope, the mother followed the path quickly, hoping to catch up with Laila before nightfall. As she hurried, she suddenly heard a familiar sound. It was Laila's soft meow. The mother rushed toward the sound, her heart pounding. Finally, after a tense and anxious search, she saw Laila standing alone in the forest. She ran toward her daughter and gently kissed her with love and affection. Laila began to cry, saying, "I was so scared, Mom. I thought I would never see you again." Her mother replied tenderly, "I will never leave you. I am always here with you." The mother and her kitten returned home safely, and that night was the first time Laila clung tightly to her mother, having learned an important lesson, to never stray far from her again. From that day on, Laila became more careful and grateful for the safety of being close to her mother, and never left her side again.